Minecraft mobs into Skibidi toilet. The first character I'll make is a regular toilet, and I'm gonna use a villager. You'll see why in a second. First, let's delete all this stuff because we don't need it, and then we'll turn this cube into the bottom of the toilet. Let's color it white, and then we'll start making the toilet more circular. Now let's expand these walls up a little bit more, and we'll put some blue toilet water inside of the bowl. Now let's use the villager head as the head. I'll obviously fix the texture later, and I'll just make the back of the toilet like this, and I'll also make the toilet seat in front of it as well. Now let's color all this in, and we'll fix the villager head texture. Now let's put a little flush button on the back like this, and now our toilet is pretty much done. I just have to add an animation for this guy, just like in the actual series. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's add it to the game. This is how the Skibidi toilet looks in game. It honestly looks really good. The only real problem I see is this weird spot on the neck here, but that doesn't really matter. In the actual series, when a toilet dies, there's a flush animation, so I added that to this toilet as well. Oh yeah, he also drops cocoa beans when he dies. Those are definitely cocoa beans. The Skibidi toilet is also hostile towards players because a player is technically a cameraman. This is what happens when you don't subscribe. You get chased by toilets. Overall, I think the Skibidi toilet turned out pretty good, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now, obviously, other than me, so next I'm gonna make a cameraman. And I'll use a zombie since zombies hate villagers. We'll start by making a little shoe down here, and now we'll start to give him a leg. Now let's copy the leg over to the other side, and now let's work on his body. I'm gonna give him some long arms like this, and now I'm gonna start to shape the camera on his head. Let's just put some walls around the lens like this, and then we'll give him the headphones that he wears as well. Now it's time to color this guy in. Let's start by coloring the edges of the camera, and then we'll color some parts of his suit black, and now let's just add some details to his suit as well. The cameraman I'm looking at also seems to be wearing a coat, so let's give him that as well. Now let's just add a little bit of texture to him, and I think that looks good. Let's add him to the game. This is our cameraman in game. He actually looks pretty cool. Okay, I don't really know why he doesn't stop walking. That's a problem. Okay, I fixed the walking issue by giving him this idle animation, and he also has another animation, which is this thumbs up animation. I've been told it looks like something else though. Obviously, the cameramen and the Skibidi toilets naturally fight each other, and the fight is actually really even. Come on, cameraman, you can win this. Oh yeah, I made the cameraman drop a command block because I didn't know what to give him. You can also watch a fight from inside to get more interesting, because next I'm gonna make the Titan Speaker Man, and I'm using a Vindicator because they also hate villagers. First, I'm going to use the same leg I made for the cameraman and just copy it here, and then we'll change the shape of his body a bit and give him some better looking arms. Now let's start to color what we have so far. We'll make the pants dark gray just like on the cameraman, and then we'll color the shoes black as well. Now we'll just color his arms and chest red for now, and then we'll work on making his speakers. I'm gonna make the speakers with no texture first to see how they look, and I think that's some pretty good speakers, so let's just color them all black. And now we'll start to add the actual speaker parts with the red ones first, and we'll also add a few gray ones as well. Now we can make the red thing that comes out of his chest like this, and we'll also add his plasma blaster on the side of his arm. Now we'll just add some texture all around him to make him look a little bit nicer, and that's the Titan Speaker Man complete. Let's see how he looks in game. This is the Titan Speaker Man in game. He's definitely a little bit bigger than a cameraman. I also decided to give him a boss bar so you know that he's a big deal. If any type of toilets get within range of the Titan Speaker Man, he shoots powerful plasma bombs at them. You can tell they're really powerful because he almost died from his own attacks. If the Titan Speaker Man does manage to die, he will drop a note block. And I would play the Speaker Man song right now, but I don't really want to get copyrighted. The Titan Speaker